Okay, quick analysis before I head out to get my tire change. The daily here, I see, like I said in previous videos, I've been watching this for about a week now, seeing how it reacts to this pendant or wedge or whatever you want to call it. Take a look at the 4-hour right here. This is where it's tapping. So you have one tap here, another tap here. We can possibly come back down before it bounces. I don't know. But look at the daily, pretty bearish. What I really wanted to see is if it can make a move back to the 9 for a possible long play, because right now I don't know if it's just going to keep trending down. So it seems like bears are in play right now. 15-minute is also bearish. You have a big red candle. Let's take a look at the 30. 30 minutes still trading below the 9. 1 hour is still trading below the 9. See that top wick on the 9 right there, and then it rejected down lower. So I don't know where this is going to go, but the way that I look at it, I know daily can be a little bit intimidating because as a day trader, you're looking only on the 5 or 15 minute or even 1 minute. So the daily, I read it exactly how I would read the 5 minute. So my entry would be like, you have a move down and then you have a pullback here. You have a 5-minute red candle close. In this case, it's the daily, but I'm kind of reading it as the 5-minute. So as I mentioned in previous videos, you have a strong red candle for a short confirmation candle, and then the next candle will be a trigger. Once it breaks below here, I'm expecting to see a flush down, so it could be a nice short all the way down here. I don't know how far it's going to drop, but I am possibly expecting a run up towards the 9 on the daily to form a top wick before coming down. So if you look, I hover my mouse over here. So this is the 4-hour. I'm hovering around, maybe it can touch or a top wick around 29,600. And if you look over on the top left chart, 29,600 is also around the 9 moving average on the 4-hour. And let's see where else. It's also the 30 moving average on the 1-hour chart, bottom left. That's the blue line. So maybe we'll see where it goes. But right now it looks pretty bearish. Once it breaks below previous day, then maybe we'll get a strong flush down, but the higher time frame tends to be a little bit choppier than the 5-minute, I would say. So just keep an eye on where it's going to go from there. Okay, so just got back from my walk to the shop. Let's see what we're looking at on the 15-minute. Looks like it went towards the 30 and then tapped back down. On the hour, hit the 9, tap back down. 5 minutes, bearish too. Daily's bearish, trading below the previous day. Maybe this could be a potential short. Actually, 5-minute new candle is actually starting soon. Let's see if we can take a trade on the 5-minute here, because we might have a flush down, but we'll see. So this one, if I get in, my stop will probably be like somewhere right here. 5 lower, let's see, okay. Let's take a look. We'll see for a push up, and then what I want to see is a bottom wick, and then we'll put a stop loss somewhere right here. Okay, and wait for it. Alright, I'm in.
Order rejected.
Did not go through.
Order rejected.
Rejected? Why is it rejected? Oh my god, I missed my entry just because for some reason it wasn't selected, but we'll see how far it goes for the short, because I feel like we just missed a big move and I didn't want to pressure myself getting into this one. It seems like it's kind of flip-floppity. see, NQ. All right. I mean, daily looks good for a short too. I feel like I really missed this one here. Damn. There goes. Totally missed that. That was a 30-point move. I'm try to resist, because usually once I get in, you have a strong momentum down. But yeah, we missed this play here. I mean, that would have been a quick, short. Let's see, entry would be right here at the 29,360 level, and then you could take profit at the 29,330 level. That's already 30 points. But if you wanted to hold a little bit longer, you could wait for the 15-minute flush. I just don't like that previous 15-minute candle. Look, big green body, no wicks at all, well, barely any wicks. And then now we're just, it seems like, what, barcoding on the 15 minutes so far. So we'll wait till next trade. All right, so this could be a long opportunity right here. Let me go back. I don't know why it keeps going to this old one that I have. So 5 minute has this big green candle. I want to see drop down towards the 9 moving average. It's already crossed over to the 30. Something to be careful about is that you don't get faked out. What I'm thinking is, usually my rule is don't take the first crossover. But in this case, you have, let's see, on the 15, it might bounce wick on the 9, moving average right there. And then on the 30, it's already trading between the 9 and the 30 on the 1 hour. Still trading below, but you have this huge wick right here. 4 hour, huge bottom wick. And then the daily, looks like it might have been a fake out to the downside. So we may see that push up towards that 9 before coming back down. So that's what I will look for in the long side. So this is kind of more of like a what do you call it? Taking the trade on the opposite end, even though some things look bearish. So this is the part where I'm trying to refine the strategy, because not all time frame is gonna line up. But you have to know how to read the candles and know how it trades when it trades below, between, or above the moving averages across these time frames. So whatever happens on the 5 minute, I see it happen all the time on all these multiple time frames. So I kind of base it off of like how I'm reading it as a 5 minute candle. So right now I'm seeing a big bottom wick. I mean, this is just one day of the candle. It's only been 3 hours. Yeah, 2 hours or so since the market opened on this new daily candle. 15 minutes seems to be holding the 9 so far. I see it coming down just slightly. Let's keep it on the 30 and see if it holds up and becomes a green candle. 30-minute candle happens in 10 minutes. And also a new 15-minute candle. So that's something I will also take a look at. So this is why I don't take the first crossover, because it could be a fake out. And like I said, if I want to take a trade, I really want it to just come down in like a staircase way rather than just one big red candle or one big green candle. So this is already choppy as is, so I'm going to stay out of this one. This one, I will wait for a potential long setup or a short setup. I'm never committed to a bias, so I could either take direction depending on the 5 minute. If I see 9 cross over to the 30 on the 5 minute, then I'm going to look for a long if it's valid across all multiple time frames. Okay, so I'm kind of going back and forth. I just finished cleaning, and then I'll walk by and take a look at the charts here and there. So daily is now a green candle with a bottom wick. I'm out of breath. 5 minute is trading above the 9, and the 15 minute is a bit choppy, but you have the 9 curling up. That doesn't mean that it's gonna go to the upside. You never know, but I've seen it easily become like a top wick and crash back down. 30 minute is trading between the 9 and the 30 moving average. This would have been a good play for the long side if it was a little bit cleaner. But right now I'm seeing that the 30 is being acted as resistance. If we can hold above that, let's see, 1 hour. 1 hour, it's trading below the 9, but if it breaks above that on the new hour candle, you might have a move to the upside towards the 30 moving average. And on the daily, that is the 9, and that was what I was mentioning, that where it might go. So I mean, my bias might be short-term longs before it comes back down. You never know, because think of it as like the 5 minute candle. This 5 minute candle is still playing out. You still have a whole day for tomorrow, because this is still the Asia session. So you might have like a bunch of wicks and then come back down, maybe New York session. I don't know, but that's just my bias as of right now. So maybe once this daily flips short, red, later throughout the night, maybe towards London, then I'll look for a short play. But for the entry, the 5, or then on the 5 minute, the 9 has to be below the 30. And then the other time frames need to match up to a bearish signal. So that's all. That's what I'll keep an eye on. I want this to go up a little bit more, make it a little bit cleaner, come back down towards the 9 or even the 30, even between it, close a green candle, and then I'll take a long play. So I'll keep an eye on that for now and visit it later. So we're making a run up now towards the 30 moving average on the 30-minute time frame. 15 minute is pretty bullish, so I don't know where the resistance is. It's pretty hard to find the resistance. I mean, it could shoot all the way up here. I don't know. I don't really know how to read this, to be honest. Daily flipping green, going towards that 9 like I mentioned. It pretty much acts like a magnet. 1 hour trading within the 9 and 30 moving average. It's been trying to hold between these for quite a while now. So it's 8 minutes till the new hour candle. I'm assuming we're going to flip green for a little bit and then potentially resume downwards. Also, I mean, this could be like if you know about the Fibonacci level, it can have that little retracement, and it probably bounced on the 50%. I don't know, I rarely use it, but I do keep that in mind. Look, so 618 is the golden level that everyone takes a look at. Usually people buy in this zone right here, and then it makes a bounce up. And then maybe, let me see, maybe what would happen is it keeps going. You never know. Within the next few days, we might see a potential wedge break to the upside, or either a wedge break to the downside. I don't know, but pretty much we were just trading in this zone. 5 minute is pushing up. What I want to see is a staircase down with a red candle, and then a green candle for a confirmation, and then a trigger candle for my entry. So I will wait on that one. Is my mic on? Yep. Okay. So I was just prepping food, saw this little dip. What I want to wait for now is a 5 minute candle close to the green side. What I'm worried about is if it closes green here, it might come down and wake me out to just touch this 30 on the 5. But we'll wait and see how it goes. The shop actually just called me and let me know that the car is almost ready, so I have to head out soon. So I don't even know if I'm going to be in this trade. Maybe I'll get in and we'll see. We'll let it play out. 1 hour. The 9 kind of almost the wick almost tapped the 9. So maybe remember that this is a lagging indicator, so it's never really exact. So what might happen is that we start seeing a push up, and then eventually this lagging 9 indicator is going to eventually touch the 9 or touch the bottom wick. So that's just like something to keep an eye on later, but we'll see how this candle plays out. I wanted to see it coming down a little bit more, but if not, then we'll get in. All right, I'm in.
Order filled.
And then I got in at 21, so my stop would be, have been 11, but let's give it a little bit of room, maybe 15, and then sell stop there.
Stop filled.
No go. All right, well, we'll wait again, and we'll see if this flips. So that was a $313 loser. Maybe if I was a little bit more patient, it might have worked out. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's let it break the previous 5-minute candle. Also, what I'm worried about is like this whole move right here. Oh, where was that? 1 hour. This is the 1 hour. I want to take a look at the 1 hour so that way it's more, there we go. So we can push up to like the 580 level. So let's hope so. Came down more than I wanted to, so now maybe this 5-minute can just barcode, but I'm gonna go pick up the car keys. Maybe when I come back it'll be a lot cleaner, and then I also have to cook some dinner, so maybe this one I might have to sit out and wait for the next setup, but it could potentially come up to this 1 hour 30 moving average right here. New 1 hour candle is about to hop on in about 15 seconds. So let's see how it's going to react. We might get a flush down. In that case, I may be looking for shorts, but it is pretty rangy. All right, there we go. Let's look at the 1 hour, how it looks. Oh, sorry, this is the 30. 1 hour, there we go. Missed that move, but better to wait it out. So I'm gonna wait it out. The daily is still looking a little indecisive, even though you have a bigger top wick, smaller lower wick. I don't know where it's gonna go just yet. So if it keeps coming down, what I'm gonna look for is a pull back up on the 5-minute and then a flush lower. So let's wait for that one. Okay, I like that top wick. I want to see it flip red though. See if it holds. All right, I'll get it.
Order filled.
Oh my god, wait, 53. That's my stop loss actually. And give it some room. Okay, let's add my stop loss back in. A little bit wider than I wanted. 68, 53. Actually, my stop would be right there, I guess. I'm so tired, I can't do my math right now.
Stop filled.
And stopped out again. Let's see if it flips. And then I'll do one more trade, and then we'll call it a loser today. Okay, looking at a new trade, holding this trend line here. Let's see if this 5-minute candle closes green as a confirmation, and then we'll do a trigger candle if it breaks above it. And hopefully it just makes it run up. I don't like the 15-minute previous red candle, and now it's just kind of like hovering. It might just come crashing down. I don't know. Today's been kind of sucky, but I don't know why. But I just have a feeling that it could go long, but I don't want to commit to it. New 5 minutes. All right, it's kind of a doji, but I'm debating if I should wait it out. New 5-minute candle right here.
Order filled.
406. I'll set it at 10 points right here. Sell. And let that play out. Oh, actually, you know what? It seems like it wants to go, so I'll give it a little bit more room. Let's say 3. All right, I'll let that run. I will work on my videos. I'm currently editing all the videos right now, so. Oh, I forgot to get into my Tradeify. Oh. Maybe I'll just get in. Yeah, why not?
Order filled.
I'll jump into Tradeify. A little bit risky here.
Order filled.
Okay, there we go. So if we can make a push up, that would be great, because I'm kind of getting chopped up right now. We'll see. Let's let it break the previous 5-minute candle. Also, what I'm worried about is like this whole move right here. Oh, where was that? 1 hour. This is the 1 hour. I want to take a look at the 1 hour, so that way it's more. There we go. So I can push up to like the 580 level. So let's hope so. So I can push up to like the 580 level. So let's hope so. 30-minute new candle in 9 minutes, and also the 15. Came down more than I wanted to, so now maybe this 5-minute can just barcode. But I'm gonna go pick up the car keys. Came down. So let's hope so. Came down more than I wanted to, so now maybe this 5-minute can just barcode. But I'm gonna go pick up the car keys. Maybe when I come back, it'll be a lot cleaner. And then I also have to cook some dinner, so maybe this one I might have to sit out and wait for the next setup. But it could potentially come up to this 1 hour 30 moving average right here. Here is a potential long play. Looks like, luckily I got out because I don't think I would have been able to stomach, almost a 80-point loser. So that's why I try to minimize my risk. 5 minutes turning green, still trading between the 9 and the 30. If you look on the 15-minute, it bounced right off the 30. On the 1 hour, it's trading between the 9 and the 30 right now, but it's still a red candle. New 15-minute is going to open up here in about 10 seconds. Let's take a look. 30 seemed to have bounced off the 9, almost touched it. Maybe just wicked down real quick, I don't know, before moving on back up. So this could be a good long, but I just don't like that doji right there. So, and see how that it acted, use that 9 as resistance. I don't know if there's like some sort of trend line. Maybe we can just draw it out right here. I'm actually in the middle of cooking dinner, so you can have that one, or maybe it's this one. I don't know. All right. Here is a potential long play. Looks like, luckily I got out because I don't think I would have been able to stomach, almost a 80-point loser. So that's why I try to minimize my risk. 5 minutes turning green, still trading between the 9 and the 30. If you look on the 15-minute, it bounced right off the 30. On the 1 hour, it's trading between the 9 and the 30 right now, but it's still a red candle. New 15-minute is going to open up here in about 10 seconds. Let's take a look. 30 seemed to have bounced off the 9, almost touched it. It just went down pedal before moving back up. So this could be a good long, but I just don't like that doji right there. So, and see how that it acted, use that 9 as resistance. I don't know if like some sort of trend line. Maybe we can just draw it out right here. I'm actually in the middle of cooking dinner, so you can have that one. All right, almost passing my Tradeify accounts. I just need a little bit more push up, $200 more to go, and we will get 5 funded accounts. So I am in 2 contracts. Actually, let me close out right now.
Order filled.
5 funded Tradeify accounts. Currently green, flip green now on the accounts here. So let's keep it pushing forward up. Daily candle is flipping green now. 1 hour is trading green candle inside, so maybe now we might get that push up to the 30 moving average. I don't like the 15. It's been really ugly the entire session. All right, so let's see how far we can go. Maybe we just might take a small day today, I'll be honest. Today's been kind of rough. I just realized that the new 30-minute candle is about to open, so let's take a look. We're trading at resistance right now, so I might look to get out. I just want to see how long it holds, because we might have like one more push up, but I might just take this green. Maybe I will wait a little bit. I don't like that. See how the 30-minute, this candle tapped the 30. I'm hoping the next 30-minute just breaks right through. If not, we're just going to keep coming down again. But I mean, we are having a strong momentum to the upside. So I'll hold it for just a little bit longer, 30 more seconds until the new 30-minute candle. Like I said, I always keep an eye on new candle formations on the main time frames that I look at. So every 30-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour. All right, so 15 seconds. Let's see how well it pushes. Hopefully this makes up for my misplays. All right, see, new 30-minute candle. Let's see if it pushes up, because I might look to get out. Give it some time. Can still come down, make a bottom wick on the 30. But there we go. There's that bottom wick. I just need to see it push up a little bit more. Either that, we consolidate into a flag, or not. Okay, let's just keep it pushing. And sometimes I take a look at the 1 minute for exits. In this case, it looks like it's a strong push up. And let me just get out right here. I think I am. Let's see if it makes another push. I'll set my TP right here, because I am red for the day, and then this pretty much secures any profit. All right, well, I'm gonna close.
Order filled.
I only need $150 for the day anyways, and I've already, so if you remember, all my trades is about $300 loser, $300 loser, or $400, and then I let my winners run. So that's exactly what I did here. You can see that my winner was a lot bigger than my loser, so I was able to make back 2 losing trades. So I only need 3 more days for a $10,000 payout. And also we did pass the Tradeify accounts. Just make sure that we actually exited all positions. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night, because I feel like I don't want to make this video too long, and I feel like when London session comes, it's just gonna be another 2 hour of me going back and forth and analyzing charts, which I feel like I've been doing all day already since Asia session started. So we get this consolidation on the 1 minute, and we might just get a push up, but look at that consolidation on the 1 minute. I don't want to hold through that. Usually I will if it's my first trade. If it's like my 3rd trade and I had a loser, then I would take that profit. So yeah, there you go. Okay guys, quick update before I head off to bed. Our daily candle flipped green. Like I said, it's going towards the 9 moving average. I would assume we'd probably tap it before consolidating for a little bit and then heading lower. I don't know if this is going to be like low right here or what. I mean, we still have the next few days. Let's look at the 4 hour. You can see a big green candle up. It's now trading between the 9 and the 30 moving average. So resistance could be here at 670 area. 15-minute big green candle. Look at this move that we missed out on. I would have held this. Actually, I would have held majority of this if I hadn't had those 2 losing trades. I really just wanted to take my profits and go, make it count for 1 day of 150 minimum. So I got in, if you remember, I got in like around here at 406, and then I took profits somewhere at, I believe, 450s or 460s. I don't remember. But then next thing you know, this was about another over 100-point move. So that was a big move that we missed out on, and I was pretty bullish anyways, but I just kept getting faked out on the shorts and the longs. So yeah, things look good. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment, and thanks for watching.